WB's current feature animation unit, Warner Animation Group, has produced movies based on Lego, Hanna-Barbera, and Tom and Jerry. They even made one centered on a Lego version of Batman, so it makes sense they would want to create a film based directly on DC Comics. However, rather than go for the human heroes, they've chosen the DC League of Super Pets, and there's a lot of potential to make a fun animated film with these characters. What made me especially look forward to this movie is that it's directed by Jared Stern, who recently created the excellent Green Eggs and Ham series for Netflix. Did I end up enjoying the movie? Yes, I did. Admittedly, I have a genuine fondness for the animated comedies based on DC Comics. Oh, I like the more serious animated films and series out there, but what's neat about DC is they do allow the other departments at Warner Brothers to have some fun with the characters. I love the Lego Batman movie, which Stern and his Super Pets co-writer John Whittington also had a hand in. I'm a huge fan of Teen Titans Go and Lauren Faust's DC Superhero Girls television series too. Watching DC League of Super Pets, it's clear that Stern and his team have a genuine affection for Superman, Batman, Wonder Woman, and the rest of these iconic comic book superheroes and a knowledge of their world. Right from the opening sequence, where we see yet another version of Krypton's destruction, you can tell they wanted to make something that both parodied DC Comics and paid homage to their legacy. Despite the goofy tone of the entire movie, the heroics of Superman and Wonder Woman and the rest of the Justice League come through. The notion of telling most of the story from the point of view of animals allows for a fun and new way of looking at these familiar characters. There's a fun dynamic between Krypto and Superman and how they work together, and I like how, even though these are both superpowered beings, their relationship is not unlike a real person and their dog. There's some great visual gags related to Krypto using his powers to do dog-like things, and the humorous way he looks at the relationship between Superman and Lois Lane. The other animals Krypto encounters also provide a solid group. There's humor gained from Ace trying to escape from the animal shelter, but the film also gives him a sympathetic backstory. There's a usual element of Krypto and Ace being polar opposites and eventually learning to work together and be friends, but I do like how their bond develops over the course of the movie. Even though the rest of the Super Pets fit into simple archetypes, they provide joys of their own. The villain is a hairless guinea pig, and part of what makes his character work is she does become a legitimate threat against the heroes. There are jokes centered around this tiny creature defeating the Justice League, including some humorous news tickers, but the filmmakers also made sure to make her smart and capable of incredible feats courtesy of a meteorite piece, so that you buy her going up against Superman. Although she does have kryptonite in the ready. If you're a villain trying to make the Man of Steel powerless, that usually does the trick. The action sequences are well directed by Stern, providing the right level of excitement while keeping the comedy high. They're well placed throughout the story and capture that DC Comics feel. Kudos to the animators over at Animal Logic for their work on this film, as well as the character and background designers. It's able to have that classic comic book look to it, but still able to stand apart and exist in its own unique world from other anime DC movies and series. There's some cute in-jokes in the background too, especially the billboards in Metropolis. This is one of those big studio animated features where the voice cast is filled with well-known names, and I don't think most of these added a lot to the roles. Dwayne Johnson and Kevin Hart are good as Krypto and Ace, while John Krasinski and Keanu Reeves do fit Superman and Batman. Batman even has some of the funniest lines in the movie, playing to what we know about him from the live-action movies, and Reeves has the perfect deep voice and stoic acting style for his take on the Cape Crusader. However, did you really need Vanessa Bayer to voice the pig? Why is Diego Luna the squirrel? And I'm not sure why Lois Lane called for Olivia Wilde. There are perfectly good professional voice actors who would have done well in these roles without Warner Brothers needing to bring in celebrities. They do cast Ben Schwartz, who has proven himself a talented voice actor as a guinea pig, but he's not the blue one for some reason. I thought it was specifically written into his contract that he only voices characters who are blue or wear blue. Overall, I found DC League of Super Pets to be a consistently funny and well-done superhero comedy. The story is hardly what you would call groundbreaking, and it does follow many of the expected animated family film beats. They even throw in a joke about one of the dogs urinating, which I confess I did laugh at. The film managed to make me engage in a story about Superman's dog, and the result was a pleasing way to spend an hour and 40-ish minutes.